Hello and welcome. My name is Space Muffin, and this is the Void Strategy. So today I'm going to be showing you Onu, Ancient of Lore. And so I've gotten a couple complaints about me not explaining my talent choices clearly enough, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So with Onu, I do like From the Trees, and this is simply because you get that double damage when they're deployed from Onu, so we're going to be taking advantage of that today. First we have our Ancient of War with Sapling. A lot of people have been asking me, like, okay, so why use this over Lightning Rod? The problem with Lightning Rod, in my humble opinion, is that you have to pay it for 4 or more, okay? And I guess that's really good. You know, you can really... You can redirect them to the Ancient, and that's really good. But for this particular build, I like Sapling better, simply for the fact that I can play it for 4 or less, and I gain that 60% attack speed, combined with the initial double damage is going to stack really well. Next, we have the Fairy Dragon. So with the Fairy Dragon, I have Phase Blessing. This is mainly to support Onu and support our Ancient of War. We have our Huntress. So the Huntress, we're going to have it with Shadow Meld. This is mainly to gain that initial tower. So we'll use the Null Brute with Rabid to kind of help get that initial tower going. And then we'll be able to kind of, you know, once we attack their main tower, we will be able to kind of just, you know, put out the Griffin Rider with Mighty Throw. That gives us a little bit of range, so we're not like up in the... you know, that damage zone. So yeah, you know, I'm not perfect, no one's perfect. I'm just trying to give you guys as much knowledge as I can. Of course, we do have our Chain Lightning here with Reverberation. The reason why we're using Reverberation is simply I can cast it a second time, I can get rid of miners, I can get rid of chickens and things like that. So yeah, and then of course flying units and stuff like that. So average cost of the deck is 3.3. Pretty good. Let's get into it. Before we do, guys, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Leave a positive comment. And yeah, let's go ahead and see how this deck works. So the first thing that you want to do in this particular case is you want to gain control of that middle, as mentioned. And I like to put out the Null Brute. And then we'll go ahead and support that with this. We do have some homeboys rolling up over here. Not a big deal. Let's go and put the Huntress over there. And then we will be able to... Let's actually put Onu out. Let's have Onu kind of go over there. And then as you can see, we can kind of just keep putting out Null Brutes. We can keep doing this. And there's a cycle that we have going. We'll let him take care of him. And so as you can see, like, once we gain control of that middle lane, we're able to really... We're really able to move in. And then we can kind of just play... You know, just keep playing like whatever. So, and then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and start mining. And then hopefully the Eagles and people like that can put in work. Very good. And then, you know, we'll just keep bombarding them with these guys here. And so as you can see, like, we're able to put in that damage. We're able to put the Null Brutes out. You know, and just really kind of make that happen there. Hopefully we can get another Eagle out. And then the Eagle can just squeeze in that work there. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Very good. So we'll wait for the Huntress to come out because she's going to be able to take care of this crowd here. So the Huntress gets that extra damage off. Super nice. Put the Null Brute out. Let him kind of clean up. Seems to be a minor glitch here. So we're not able to get those, so it's all good. We got Tyrion rolling up. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the Huntress out, and then we can just start bombarding people with that double damage. So kind of how the deck works, you know. I mean, obviously it doesn't really work great in the situation where the tower's just doing a lot of the work, but that's kind of how the deck works, guys. So I'll play a couple more games so you see how it works. So the way I look at it is Onu is kind of like a launch pad. Kind of a launch pad for all of your other units. And once again, I use the Null Brute, and, you know, we kind of just do this stuff right here. You know, let them do their thing. Let's go ahead and put out the Fairy Dragon. Not a big deal. Put out another null brute. And we're just going to try to gain control of their tower. Right here. And we just have a bunch of eagles out. And we can counter their eagles with, of course, that. Very beautiful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start mining. Put out an old brute to grab that. They're doing good. Let's put out the Huntress over here. Look at that. So good. So good. So everything looks like it's going really well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to plop out Onu. He's doing his thing. And then we're going to play Huntress. I kind of messed up there. No big deal. But then we have that Fairy Dragon to take care of him. And buff that. So far, so good. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and start doing some more mining. And then let's go ahead and try to squeeze off as much damage as humanly possible. I'm curious, will they get like double damage if we have 2 Onus out? Let's see. So as you can see, this can be incredibly powerful, incredibly overwhelming for your opponents. We'll kind of get a little party going. Start mining. Very good. So let's go and put Onu out. So Onu can also, like, ironically act as a distraction himself. You know, and then we just kind of get our nice little army going. Get the Huntress out. And then ideally... Yeah, perfect. Everything's going exactly the way we want it to. Huntress is going to get that damage off from that. And then let's go ahead and start... Rinse, wash, repeat. So we have a nice little army going. And this is allowing us to do that. And hopefully by the time they're done figuring this out, we've already kind of swooped in and kind of grabbed the towers and stuff. So we'll put out another Onu. Or Anu, I don't know how it's pronounced. But you guys get the idea. Like, it's incredibly powerful, guys. So, I mean, like, there are other builds that we can do with this. You could do the Dark Spear Troll. It just kind of depends on your flavor. And, like I said, have fun with it. I think that's kind of the key. You know, it's not, like, super duper ultra serious. Like, I could probably be placing my units a little bit better, to be honest. But we're able to, you know... We're kind of able to do our thing here. So let's put out the Null Brute over there. Let's see if we can maybe get a Huntress off. Put the Huntress right there. So Onu out. Let's start hopefully trying to get a little bit of damage off. Excellent. So that looks good. Null Brute's doing his thing. Let's go ahead. So the combination with the Necromancer and the that dude is really good. With the because then he's just gonna grab, like, he just grabbed the Huntress, so it's extremely good.
What's the plan?
So in this particular situation, we'll go ahead and put out Onu again. Put out the Null Brute. Put out that. Let's kind of deal with Jaina over there. Let's start. Hopefully we can mine a little bit. We gotta gain control of this lane, it seems.
What's the plan?
Let's see, do I get... Jaina's fun. Like no one's perfect. I think that's what everyone has to understand in this game. Like us, like people who like play like or do YouTube, it's like we're not like perfect. Yeah, the reality of the situation is, you know, obviously, like I said, we're trying to provide as much value to you guys as humanly possible. You know, and, you know, we're just trying to have a good time. I think that's kind of the key here. I'm making a lot of misplays, but not a big deal. Jane is going to take care of her. And let's go ahead and do some stuff like that. Let's get Onu out. Let's get this guy distracted. Let's get the Null Brute. Take advantage of that damage buff, and then what we'll do is we will try to... You could also run the... the deal, but as you can see, like, we're putting in the work. We won. Awesome. So one of the main things that I want you guys to see with this deck is just mechanically how it works. You know, and like I said, I played a bunch of games with it. I tested this before just to kind of see like what the capabilities of this deck are, and it's got a lot of fun synergies in it. Lots of cool stuff that it can do. And I think the key is just, like I said, that experimental phase, that really understanding how the deck can potentially benefit you and potentially work. That's kind of the key here. So let's see if we can grab that tower. They got a lot of guys rolling up. The Null Brute really does great in these situations. Very good. We're going to go ahead and let's go and pop these guys one more time. Oh, should have waited for the Harpies, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and do that. We have a nice little party going on. Let's go and get the mines going. Put out another Null Brute. Awesome. So then what we'll do is, let's kind of get a little bit more defensive in this particular moment. Yeah, let the Harp, let the Huntress do her thing. Very good. And then we'll go ahead and start mining, of course. Maybe put out another Huntress, who knows. Go and put him out. Not a big deal with those Harpies. See, that resistance is super good in this particular situation. So now we can kind of begin our little assault party. Got those guys over there doing their thing. We got these guys over here. Pretty fun deck, honestly, overall. This is a super fun deck, guys. And as you can see, we are just destroying people. Honestly, one of the things I really like is the nature theme of the Cenarian. It's a really cool theme, and I'm glad that like it's in Warcraft Rumble. I mean, obviously, you know, if you played the other games, like you know, but it's one of those situations where I just appreciate it. I don't know, like I appreciate that level of, I don't know, just commitment, I guess. To kind of counter those guys, looking good. So far, so good. They're kind of doing their thing over there. So good, those Eagles are putting in work. We're going to go ahead and put him out there. And we're going to let the Eagles do their thing. So as you can see, we are able to overwhelm our enemies. We are able to gain control of all the mines. I made a mistake by not playing them at Onu, so don't make that mistake. Play them at Onu at all costs to get that double damage. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Onu's super tanky, so we just wait for that to happen, and then it's kind of glitching out, but obviously when you can play your units at Onu so they get that damage off. So what we'll do is... Yeah, I mean, so far, so good, guys. Like, I'm actually... This deck is incredibly easy to play, and it's incredibly powerful. And then, like I said, some people don't like the Huntress. I like the Huntress because I'm able to... You know, if I need, like, a little bit of crowd control, obviously, aside from Chain Lightning, I'm able to do that. Obviously, I'm able to just kind of continue to assault them. So, you know, we play the Fairy Dragon. We play that dude. You know, and then we're able to play the Null Brute. Played it a little bit too early. Not a big deal, honestly, because, like, look at this. Boom. We get that, then the first hit he does double damage, and he has 60% more attack. So we're able to get a couple hits off. Not a terribly big deal. The next minion we play is definitely going to be able to deal some good damage there. So obviously the Huntress is going to finish them off. At least I thought the Huntress was going to be able to finish them off. So then you just cycle to your Chain Lightning, right? This is like why I kind of like Chain Lightning. So with these decks, you know, the best thing to do is just do your best, forget the rest. You know, we've been winning a lot of games, you know, with this deck. This deck has a very good win rate. In this particular situation, let's just put him out, right? And then do some stuff like that. Harpies are rolling up, not a big deal. He has the... So last video, I was talking about how the Banshee could be a problem. And, you know, once again, you know, the comment section wants to do their thing. Like, honestly, like, it is weak. It's, like, less so Cenarius himself, but Onu, like, I've seen issues with the Banshee and Onu. If they play the Banshee right, most people do not know how to time the Banshee correctly. We might do a whole Banshee video, you know, kind of how to counter these guys, but, you know, it's obvious, like, you just, you know, rinse, wash, repeat. You know, pretty easy stuff. So, I mean, like, obviously, like, you know, we're able to kind of bombard them with stuff. We're able to really get guys to roll up. And then, you know, he's there now. You know, we can kind of choose the Eagle and just kind of just wreak havoc. Oops, I messed up. See, look, there I am. I'm messing up so much, guys. So, but not to worry. You know, we got out another one of these guys. Putting out the other Null Brute. Let's go ahead and put him out a little bit over there. Let's put the Eagle out. Not a big deal, honestly. Really not a big deal. We're still able to kind of damage the ever-living heck out of these guys. Let's go ahead and grab some gold. Let's not neglect the gold. And then we'll put out a Fairy Dragon to kind of deal with this situation over here. Oh, never mind. We've already won. So, like, unit placement is super duper important, but the main thing that you got to focus on is, once again, resource management, but also, like, okay, so for example, like, dealing with these threats properly. Like, I'm not going to put out a non-range unit to face the Hogger, you know? I'm going to put out some range units to kind of deal with him. Then obviously he counters, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Because we immediately get that back out. So we got to kind of take out the Hogger relatively quickly. Chicken's not a big deal. We just kind of do our thing. And we're going to go and assault their base. They're kind of waiting for what we're doing. We're kind of waiting for what they're doing. Let's go ahead and do an assault on the base. He's got that chain lightning out. Awesome. So yeah, looking good. Let's go ahead and start mining. Got to get the mines going. Before the Hogger gets too crazy, we do have to... Yeah, there we go. Very good, very good. Let's go and put some damage on the field. So obviously this is not as effective since the tower is not single. If the tower were single target, Onu would be much more powerful than he is. I mean, he's already super duper powerful. But the Eagles work much better in single target towers. Not a big deal. Served its purpose. He's got the chickens coming up. Boom, we just do that. We have a nice little party coming up. Let's go ahead and do some more mining. Let's kind of start to try to overwhelm them. Obviously my unit placement skills are terrible. Hogger's becoming more powerful. There's a strong possibility we might lose this game. I made several very terrible mistakes, so not a big deal though. Let's see if we can come back. Warcraft Rumble, I think this was like a great expansion for Warcraft Rumble. A great update, just because it's just super fun. I keep messing that up, dude. That's so terrible. But yeah, I mean, you guys are able to see how the deck works. You guys are able to see the, you know, the amount of damage that we're able to do. You know, and you're able to kind of see like what we're doing here. So I like to do stuff like this. You know, we just kind of tackle all these guys. Put the Null Brood out. I'm going to put this guy over here. Place the units just a little bit better. But as you can see, you know, we're able to really get that damage off. And then, you know, once one rolls up, got another one. So cool, guys. So this is kind of our last game that we're going to be playing. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing before we do what we're going to do. We're going to put up the Null Brute. Let's kind of do it this way. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. Not a big deal. Let's put out that. Let's put her out. I'm not really going to go for the tower. You could go for the tower, but right now, I think the advantage is with us dealing with this lane. Okay, so how are we going to deal with this situation over here? We have a Chain Lightning on cooldown, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that situation. Very good. So, pull out the Null Brute. We have damage on their side. They have damage on our side. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, we won the interaction, so. Alright, so the question is, do we play Anu? I think the answer is yes. Very good ability. Awesome. So sometimes you gotta let, you know, take a little bit of damage. Not a big deal. Truly not a big deal, guys. Pop Anu out. Pop the Null Brutes out. Plop her out. Don't panic. You got this. So, okay, yeah. Very good. And then we're going to put the Fairy Dragon out to deal with that. And then we're going to start mining in an ideal world. Put out the Null Brute. And ideally, put her out. Let them kind of do their thing. And then we will put Anu out. Start mining. You can put the Ancient of War. You know, Ancient of War is a little slow, but you know, you're getting that damage off. So, oh, I messed up, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. We still get the damage off. Play another Anu, and just start playing dudes. Kind of the name of the game. Not much they can do at this particular point in time. You know, we can just simply kind of keep going. You know, and then we're gonna get that damage off. He's trying. He's doing a fantastic job. At this point, I'm just playing stuff. I'm trying to stall. Kind of my plan here. Just stall. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, guys. There you have it. Onu, however you want to pronounce it. Things that you can change in the deck. As I mentioned, you can swap the Huntress out for the Darkspear Troll. You can swap this out for Blizzard. You can swap this out. You can actually like run the deck. A really fun PvE build is actually running the Prowler as well. You can run the Prowler. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with Onu that synergizes with him well. This is just one idea that I had, and it worked out really well. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, please leave a positive comment. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Visit thevoid.gg if you want to join our Discord. And we will see you in the next video.